This episode is sponsored by Jack C., who says,
The Shaft is now an official religion to IRL Shaft gods.
Captain Dynamic, who says,
Please never let Brent speak in creepy gizmo voices again.
Holy Hot Dog, who says, It's a sin to tell a lie. John Maz, who says,
Congrats to Nems NZ for winning the Underspawn contest.
G-Man0184, who says,
Minecraft will soon rule the world.
Chromie, who says, Take me to your leader. And the Imperialistic, who says,
Spawn through! Spawn lost! Lost the through!
Can't sleep, gotta build. There's a ground that needs to be drilled, and all I wanna do is dig.
From the Dead Workers Party, a podcast about all things Minecraft. Enjoy your stay in the Shaft.
The Shaft, episode 47, recorded on August 26, 2011. I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
I'm Eric Fullerton. And today we got a guest with us.
What? A guest?
HojjoshMC!
Hey!
In the house!
What up, HojjoshMC?
What up?
What up, diggity dog?
The master Minecraft rapper.
Yes. Yeah, you got any new hip hop jams in the works? That makes it sound lame calling them hip hop jams, doesn't it?
Yeah, drop a beat. Let's do something live.
You guys missed that. You can ask the folks in chat. That happened earlier while you guys weren't here.
Oh, were you freestyling?
No, I wasn't freestyling. I was doing one of my songs, Mine and Diamonds, I think.
Mine and Diamonds.
He was
Mine and
He was pay styling.
I still like 8-Bituary is a good one.
I love 8-Bituary.
I like all your stuff. So are you? I know me and you. We've talked about doing some collaborations and stuff, and I would still love to do that. Mm-hmm. But it's just hard finding the time. Are you working on something like a new album or anything like that right now?
I am in the process of talking to a couple of different producers that have made me stuff in the past. The guy that actually made the beat for 8-Bituary, which is like my first original song that I wrote, I just talked to him the other day, and he is working on making me some video game inspired beats. They might not be Minecraft related, but it might be like Mario or Zelda or something cool like that.
Nice.
And then I'm kind of just doing, my parody thing, and then as I make a parody, it goes up on my Bandcamp page, and it goes up on YouTube and all that good stuff.
Ah, okay. Very nice. And you do a ton of Let's Plays, videos, and how many videos do you have these days? Do you know offhand?
As of today, it's like 105, 106, something like that.
Okay.
Wow.
And when did you get started?
With this channel?
Yeah.
Back in February is when I set up HojjoshMC. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool. Well, we're getting into Let's Plays as well. We're finally joining the ranks.
Nice.
Right, did our first one this week, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, actually, let's get on into this sucker. Our journey.
Yay!
All right, HojjoshMC, what you been up to this week?
Oh, well, let's see. I did some filming of Hojjosh's Hijinks, which is my Minecraft Let's Play, single player kind of thing. I did that. I didn't really get anything like exceptionally awesome done. It was a lot of walking around and fighting with mods that I've been trying to install.
For some reason I thought you meant like fighting with moderators.
No.
Like,
No.
like what's going on over there?
No mods. Like I found a camera mod, which I want to talk about later. But I've been playing with that, and then playing with I installed like Optifine and was working with that, and all the mods weren't playing nicely together. So I spent most of that time going, why the crap isn't that tree loading right, or something like that. So it's like dealing with that.
Are you the one who put the camera mod in the sighting section
Yes.
that we'll talk about later? Oh my god, I'm so glad you found that. I'm going to use the crap out of it. I didn't know it
It's
existed.
incredible. I didn't either until this week.
So this is very suspenseful, right? Because we're not going to talk
Exactly.
about it right now. Oh, you gotta stay tuned.
Let's see what else. Oh, I started some set building for the third episode of my series called The Portal, which is kind of like a creepy Lost meets Saw kind of stranded kind of story. So started that.
Oh, wait. I did see that, I thought. You started that a little while ago, though, right?
Yeah. They take a while to film, well, not to film, but I put them up and I get them recorded, and then I score them all myself on my computer. So that's what takes a while.
Okay. And that was like a first person from Steve's viewpoint of what's going on in the world, and he's stranded in.
Yeah. It's a guy. He wakes up on an island, and he's like can't find his brother, and he like walks into this little kind of cobblestone building that's overgrown with trees, and somehow he gets locked in there, and there's like a record player when he turns around, and he plays this record, and it's this dude talking to him. It's I'm only like 2 episodes in because it does take like quite a bit to do, but
Thought you could say turn on the record player and listen to Cobblestone Blues.
that's what it is.
Cobblestone Blues. Nice.
Other than that, I played on Minecraft some today. We have a temp map up, and I started building a giant tree, but that's about all I've done in Minecraft this week.
I haven't logged on there in forever.
You should.
Yeah.
Me neither, though.
See, I'm always logged into there and hardly on the Shaft lands, but
See, I actually log on to the Shaft lands and do stuff there, unlike the rest of the people.
well, now it's back up,
Yeah.
and that's pretty awesome nowadays. So I don't know what you been doing this week, you over there, Wes?
Actually, I didn't play that much. I mostly just kind of logged on and explored some more. Like I still have a really good time. The Shaftlands are so huge that periodically I just go in a direction and see if anything's new.
Yeah.
You know, it's really amazing how much stuff has been built on our server and how dense it is, and I don't know. So it's mostly just me walking around going, "Oh, hey, that's new. That's kind of cool."
Do you go to the Nether?
No.
That place is like, it's huge too. Like I went to the Nether and I was like, it looks like outdoors. I mean, it's like there's so much built down there that it just. We actually started doing our Let's Play, which I guess you're done with your. Week.
Yeah.
So we were looking for a place for it, and the concept was basically beds in the Nether, what they really do now.
Because the last one was so popular.
It was like up to 160,000
I know.
views.
I was like, what did you do?
And it's like the first message says this does not work. Anyway, so I went to the Nether thinking, well, probably no one's down here, and I can find a place for us to blow up some beds. And I mean, it took me probably an hour to just find a spot that was like far enough away that we weren't going to, do some briefing.
Yeah.
So we went and did that and filmed that, and then I started building a new house in the Nether under the lava. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
So if you haven't seen the Let's Play yet, go and watch it. It's on YouTube, of course, on our channel, and subscribe to that puppy so you'll see these from now on when they pop up. Mm-hmm. Also did a little filming with June Falkenstein. Is it Falkenstein?
Yeah. Falkenstein.
Anyway, she's actually done a lot of stuff with Disney and like the Tigger movie.
Yeah. She worked on Despicable Me and the Smurfs.
Yeah.
The new Smurfs that is coming out.
Yeah. So she's got something in the works. Can't talk about it too much because it's secret. But you can go to her website, which I believe is like Stone Falcon Productions, and see a little bit more about it. But Eric and I went and we were actors in it.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to be doing something down here. We're going to be trying to do more Let's Plays in-house and also to help with our filming. So we're in the process of setting up our own server here. And I meant to film this, even though I know it's not that interesting, but I didn't know how to do it, so I had to go look for tutorials on how to set up a server on Windows. Like normally you're doing it on a Linux box or something.
Yeah.
But it was relatively easy, and so we've got a server now set up with Bucket. I'm going to throw some plugins and see if those work on the Windows box right here, and so we can all connect. We've already all tested except for Eric, who can't connect.
I was a slacker.
So got that all done, and that's I can't wait to get more of that. What about you, Eric?
Totally. All right. Well, of course, filming, being an actor and stuff was a whole lot of fun. Being directed and they used some mods. I guess we could talk about the mod that they used, right?
Yeah.
The mod was Mob Disguise. And it's a server-side mod that lets you change your appearance into a mob, any mob, meaning you could be a zombie, a creeper, a pig, a ghast, a squid, whatever. A giant, yeah. So that means that we can do a machinima and be a pig and control him and be that actor or be any of the mobs, and it gives you a whole lot of new controls. I mean, it's brilliant. It's perfect for machinima. I don't know why else you would really need this mod unless you're filming some stuff. I guess to like fool people or whatever.
Might be fun as an admin to like run around as a creeper and scare some people, like running towards them.
Yeah. And then you're smart. It's like, well, that creeper like hid behind the tree for a while and then came at me. What is up? They're getting smart.
And then do the Thor on them when they get
God,
or on yourself.
Nice. I like that. So that's very excellent. Also, our first Let's Play was kind of a quick little test just to get the ball rolling, and of course it's just us messing around in the nether blowing up beds, but it was a process to see how long it would take, how long the editing would take, the logistics of filming and all this kind of stuff. Well, we got it down, and we're gonna do I want to do an adventure map.
Yes,
I want to be adventurous.
That's gonna be awesome. We get some adventure time in. Like I haven't really done any adventure maps yet, so do our first one. And Wes, you're gonna have to join us. We tried to get you in on the first Let's Play, but you were Mr. Sleepy Man or something.
It was family stuff I was doing, and then all of a sudden I came to the computer at 11 o'clock at night, and it's like, hey, we're doing this Let's Play at 8:30 if you want to join us. I was like,
kind of last minute, yeah. But so definitely expect more Let's Plays from us in the future, and also, well, I don't know, that's about it. I mean, I'm glad to have the Shaftlands back. Logging in, it's like all the old names are there. Ton of people still there.
Did you notice that it updated to the newest version the moment that I gave everyone the version editor thing in the show notes?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
perfect timing.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. So Wes is back to cleaning up beaches.
Yeah,
excellent. Well, that was a lot of journeys. So what do we want to do from here? Something that's not journeys.
Something super special.
All right.
Super special. So, did anybody get a chance to try out Wild Games or Wild Tangent yet?
I definitely checked it out, and I see exactly what it is. And so it's kind of like, in my own words here, it's like a Steam store without the social aspect.
Yeah.
Would you say that's correct? It's.
I don't see it, except for with the one change that it's almost like a Netflix for video games.
Yeah. That's true, because you can rent games, you can try them out, and then also you can buy them. There's most of the games here are not on Steam. Actually, I don't think there's any game on here that is on Steam. I could be wrong, but pretty sure.
And I know they've been around for a while, but I think they're kind of a resurgence in what they're doing. So I'd really love to hear from some people that have actually tried it out before and get a little more info on what it's like, how it actually plays out. I'm going to actually get an account this week and test it out myself.
Yeah, and their little tagline here is, who can afford to buy every game they love? Try renting. Yeah, makes sense.
So anyway, if you want to get, the dealio, go to wildgames.deadworkers.com and try it out. Let us know what it's like.
Until then, we're going to get serious.
From the Minecraft Daily, news and updates.
Wow, that bumper would just magically appear like gold.
It was totally like gold.
I think he's excited about PAX.
PAX, baby. PAX, baby. So, as you all know, I think we're not at PAX right now. We're in Huntsville, Alabama. We're at our studio where we were unable to go, but we are living vicariously through Notch's cell phone. He is doing a lot of streaming, and he is showing us some wonderful things. Carl is there streaming stuff. They're showing off Cobalt. They're showing off their booth. I mean, most importantly, they're showing Minecraft 1.8. Easy is there hanging out. I saw her in the stream a few times. I saw Jen's, Jacob. I mean, a big crew. A big crew is there. It's awesome. Capiche? Anyway, Minecraft Chick is there as well, working the booth, going wild and crazy. But first, I'm going to link to this 51-minute video here from it's a live stream from Notch's cell phone, and
we're gonna watch it live in the stream right now.
All 51 minutes.
Yes.
No, but I did take notes. I took notes while I watched the 51 minutes today, and everybody has this in your docs, right? You can see. Okay, so the one thing that is a glaring new different thing here is a new title screen. Right, you log in and you see a nice vista of a blocky vista behind the Minecraft letters, the logo and everything. No more like dirt, like poop blocks in the background, right?
It's kind of like the Shaft logo. How the Shaft has the nice vista in the
exactly.
background.
Nice blue sky, green grass, So you get that, and also he was running around with a bow, and he's showing off the new bow, and that's the hold to charge. You hold it and charge it. And when you let go, it makes a different sound effect, and it leaves a trail of smoke or something, and it hits them very hard when you hit them with a charged bolt or arrow, whatever.
Nice.
So that's very, very good. Also, you can dash, so he's running real quick, but it takes up food in your food bar, in your new hunger bar. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know if there's a name for it yet.
Like an energy bar kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe energy, yeah. It uses that up when you dash, so we do know that.
So if you haven't eaten regularly, you cannot run.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It gives you a reason to eat besides just getting health back.
Yeah. And also randomly generated villages. This was pretty cool. I mean, if you've played Millionaire, I guess you kind of already know what to expect. It's kind of like that. There's no NPCs walking around yet, and I mean, we will see that later. We keep hearing from Jen saying that is in the works. But there was a question to Notch asking, will we be able to talk to the NPCs? And I thought that was a weird question, but his answer was no.
Yeah.
He's never intending for us to ever have a conversation with NPCs. Well, it's kind of weird, right?
Well, that means you're probably not going to be able to do things like buy from them or...
Oh, okay. No interaction.
Anyway,
right.
I don't know. He could be saying, there's not going to be text dialogue that you're going to get, and maybe you'll be able to buy from them or something like that. But it sounds like maybe not. Maybe they're just you're the solo guy and in the creepy world, and there's these creepy people that won't talk to you.
Yeah,
so you got to stab them in the face and take their stuff in their houses.
Yikes. Yes, you could do all of that if you wanted to.
With your charged bow from the hill. I wonder if they'll all charge you.
Oh, what the
when
NPCs?
you charge them with your bow.
Oh, maybe.
Charged bow.
Bow charge. Charge bow.
I was going to make a credit card joke, but I couldn't think of one in time.
I guess it makes sense. Like, if they don't speak your language, maybe that's why you can't talk to them.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, they could just be like gibberish, like Sim style, like.
I wonder if they.
Yeah, like the pigtails.
Speak the language of love.
Language of love, like you just go over and hump them a little bit.
We got to give them flowers first.
Oh, you can do that. Yeah.
Do you spit them on them?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Awesome. That's
taste the
kind
rainbow.
of almost getting dirty here. All right. The next one here: new biomes and tweaks to the old biomes. That's excellent news. So basically, all the biomes are a whole lot bigger now. But a lot of new biomes have occurred. Like there's now an ocean biome.
Much larger too, I hear.
Much larger and deeper, really deep
Which
ocean.
I thought they said they weren't going to do that. So.
Water's deep too.
Large and deep.
But that's really cool.
Also, a new mountain biome, which is very impressive looking. I mean, huge mountains, ridges, and I mean, just the world looks so much better and nicer. I don't know. It's definitely looking up. New lighting engine as well. He was going crazy checking out, like putting torches down and changing the day and night time so that you could see the lighting change. The transition between day and night is been revamped. I mean, the whole lighting engine is just it's completely different. I mean,
That's
it's
cool.
It's got a whole new look to it. Also, Enderman is there in 1.8. Enderman is very rare, but he finally showed a nice little battle with the Enderman, and so he goes up on Enderman. You know, he's targeted him. You know, he's in the crosshairs, and he's looking at him. Enderman's just standing there. He's got a dirt block in his hand, just standing there. and then Notch is backing away into some water, and then looks away slightly, and then all of a sudden, bam! Enderman teleports to him in the water. And then, of course, Notch is shooting him, and he dies. So I'm wondering if somehow, I wasn't real sure if the water killed him or if he shot him, because it looked like he might have missed. I don't really know, but water could be
They could
a
be
weakness.
like witches.
A weakness.
They could melt when they touch water.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And you know, I'm watching this video through a really low-res stream through a cell phone of a computer screen of Notch playing 1.0. So, you know, whatever. These are my notes, and this is what I took away from it. New eating animation. So these little shreds of food fly everywhere when you eat something. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's totally awesome. And then let's see, new generated dungeons. One cool new generated thing is mine shafts with wooden support beams inside of it and minecart rails. So you'll just find,
that's cool.
You know, it's like a dilapidated, like an old mine shaft that's
So like you can go in and fix it up and put in some tracks to
and the tracks that were there were like broken tracks. It was like, you know, 3 tracks here and then skip 1 and then a track over here and then skip 3, you know, so it was very broken up. And the wooden support beams, some were broken and some were intact, and it was like it was awesome. So can't wait for that.
Gonna be creepy.
Totally creepy. And then lastly here, creative mode is a reality in 1.8 as well. And what you do to fly is you double tap the space bar and you can fly around. And also all items in the inventory, that's it. All the items are in your inventory and you can scroll up and down. So it's like a ton of items that you can choose from. And that's when you can change day and night as well in creative mode. And and that's what I saw.
That's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's the
and there's
biggest
so much
patch.
more too, but that's just what I saw visually.
And that's the biggest patch we've seen to date. What do y'all think is the reason for going from, you know, patching every month, every other month with something new to, hey, let's wait and do everything with 1.8?
I think it was a build-up thing. I think that basically they started promoting for 1.8, and so they had some idea. And if you remember, they delayed a lot of the things that were supposed to be in 1.7 to 1.8. So there were things that they were building that had gotten carried over from 1.7, and it just kind of masked up. And I think they had a lot to do in this little break. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to introduce in one build, though. It's like, I mean, there might be an 8 point or 1.8.1, 0.2, 0.3. I mean, there's going to be a lot of fixes.
Bug fixes,
Yeah.
and then 1.9 will get everything ready for the gold.
Yeah.
And then 2, bam.
Yeah. Is it going to be 1.0 just without the beta? Because remember, it's in beta, so it would actually be 2.0 beta. But without the beta, it would just be 1.0.
I don't know.
1.0 final.
Yeah, I think it'll be Minecraft 1.0.
Yeah, I think so.
That makes sense.
Just a number. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't
No,
really
it
think
does.
nothing but
That
a-
matters. I'm not going to sleep at night until I figure this out. Thanks a lot, Eric. I have a quandary.
So, Josh, what do you think about this? Like, what is the biggest thing you're looking forward to in 1.8?
The randomly generated villages I'm excited about. A little less now that I know that you can't talk to them. That makes me sad.
Well, what were you going to say to him?
Were you going to hit on the chicks or something?
Well,
Are there gonna be chicks?
It kind of goes into some of the stuff I put in Excavation Station. But I thought it would be cool to be able to interact with them, kind of a la Millionaire. You know, you could you trade with them, and I kind of even in my head thought, well, maybe you could like have factions where you could like get in with this type of NPC, but not this group of them, if that makes any sense. So that would have been cool, but not relevant to the question you asked me.
But I'm loving that though. Factions.
Like get hirelings.
Yeah.
So they can walk around for you and make them dig for you and
Well, and also like maybe villages
poke you in
are
places.
You build your faction with one village and it takes your faction down with another village.
This is so EverQuest right
That's
here.
great though. That's brilliant. Like if you start
Do you want to
stealing-
grind something else?
Yes, I do. I mean, do you know
go
how many?
play WoW,
like,
then.
we need more objectives and more things in Minecraft. Just giving us a little thing like factions is gonna and add to the fun. Like
when
if
was the
you
last
grief
time you
somebody's-
played WoW?
Oh man, it's been a while.
Yeah, with the new expansion and with all the factions you've got to grind up, it's just not. I mean, it's just not fun. I mean, that
much
part of
to
the
do in
game
WoW?
is just it's a pain in the butt because it's like there's stuff you want to do, but you can't do it because you haven't you haven't grinded that faction up yet, right?
Yeah.
That's not quite what I meant. It wouldn't be that in depth. Was my thought is that it would just be like, specific NPCs. Maybe they live in specific biomes, and I kind of got the idea when I was playing Civ 5, and I accidentally walked through someone else's like little hexagon or whatever. And I was like, well, what if the NPCs were like that, where if you like came through their borders, quote unquote, and you didn't know them and they had never seen you, that obviously like in the real world something would happen there would be some sort of interaction.
Yeah, nuclear war or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
You'd send hurricanes and earthquakes at them.
I'm super stoked about the like abandoned mine shafts. That's awesome and creepy as crap because I've always like when I played Minecraft for the first time, I was like, you turn almost every corner thinking I'm gonna walk into somebody like in this cave, right? Mm-hmm. But then now you actually like could, and that's scarier.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, I can't wait, man. So much new stuff. I hate to say the word Yogbox again, but a 1.8 is going to feel like it with so many new changes. Sorry. Cha-ching. Yogbox. Cha-ching. So, yeah. Well, anyway, that's a lot to digest there, and we'll probably have more information about what 1.8 is going to have later on. Actually, if you look up in the Minecraft wiki, there's a upcoming features list of everything that has officially been promised for 1.8, and you can look through that. The list is so huge, it's comical.
Is it funny?
It's very
really
hilarious.
funny?
It's a hilarious list.
Or did you say conical? Is it like a little spherical cap?
Iconical.
Oh,
spherical cap,
I don't know where I'm going with
I don't
this.
either.
parabolic cap.
So, did he mention anything about the new NPCs being hostile or not? The villagers?
No.
And you're saying they may not be in 1.8?
They're not in the 1.8 demo that they're showing at PAX right now.
But they'll probably be in 1.8.
I think they're supposed to be. Yeah, I think.
So I wonder if they'll be like pigmen, where they just do their thing until you mess with them.
Yeah.
And then they all get hostile on
It would
you.
be pretty cool if you break the glass in their window.
Then they go aggro on you.
Yeah, they aggro
like they
on
all
you.
stop.
Yeah,
Like how creepy would this
And
be?
they
Like
just
you
stick
walk
an
into
arm
their
out and go,
village.
They just
and they don't do anything, and you're just walking around, and then like you step on a flower, and the flower pops off, and they all just like stop and like turn and look at you, and you're like, oh crap, and you like plant the flower back, and they all
back out slowly.
yeah, like stuff like that. Oh, that'll be fun.
Nice.
Time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
That's pretty awesome.
Marines, we are leaving.
Also this week, Jens did an interview about the adventure update, and you can find that on the Minecraft forums front page. We'll have a link in the show notes. It's kind of a brief interview, but he releases some juicy bits. Also, pigtails happened this week. Pigtails is the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing to come out of Mojang ever, I think.
For sure.
But you need to go and like the one we did for the shaft.
Yeah, it's like mojang.com/pigtails, I think. Anyway, if you go to mojang.com and scroll down, you'll see it. It's you put a script in, and it pops out a short little puppet show with your script as subtitles, I guess.
With pig socks
Yeah,
performing the...
and the little sock. And so nobody really knew what was going on. I read a couple of articles. Kotaku and a couple other people were like, "What is this? I don't know." So I went to the Minecraft wiki, and they were saying the same thing. I don't know, but Minecraft wiki kind of knew that today, which is Friday, the 26th of August, Carl would announce to the world what pigtails really means, and he did. And what it is it's an ad, or it's a co-op that Minecraft has with a company called Happy Socks in Sweden, who makes socks and apparel. So they have 3 different styles of Minecraft socks that you can get, and they look awesome. But this was kind of an ad for that, and I think that's great. I mean, it's not a huge thing. It doesn't affect the game at all. But hey, you can walk around with sweet creeper socks and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Creeper socks. Dangerous.
And it looks like you've got to buy them all. I mean, they come in one pack, it looks like.
Yeah, it
so
comes
you get
with
them all
a dirt
for
box.
$45.
Yeah, it's like a dirt block box, and you get a pink pig ones, you get green creeper ones, and then you get a landscape one with green grass and blue sky and stuff.
So it seems like it's kind of a sharing thing, right? Like, well, I mean, they've got, green ones, pink ones, and blue ones. Like, I'm probably not going to wear the pink ones.
Yeah, you will. You're going to wear them to bed. You are.
Well, yeah.
Why wouldn't you wear them?
I wouldn't wear any of these to bed. I mean, they all look like
They look like dress socks.
Yeah, they look like dress socks. So I wouldn't wear them to, like, bed. I don't know. I don't normally dress up to get in bed.
You don't? Oh.
No.
Well, you should.
I do. I'm fancy like that.
I put my pickaxe
Fancy.
down and I hop in the bed and wake up in the morning.
Oh.
Usually I watch some Bones for a little bit.
Some bones.
Viva la Netflix!
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love the box. Like, I just want to order the box.
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, the box is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the socks too, don't get me wrong.
Okay, we won't get you wrong.
Okay, now that y'all don't have me wrong, the next thing we have here
is... We don't have a bumper for this, but it is listener contribution
And stuff.
All right, cool.
I feel like I should have taken part in that.
Yeah, I don't know really
You're
what
probably
happened,
lucky you
but I see the chat room. What's going on? Okay, so today we got a bunch of calls from various people who listen to the show and send us their voice, and
over the internet.
and we'll let you hear what it sounds like when people send us voice stuff. So here it is. That was a horrible intro.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't even know. Okay, here it is.
Hey, this is a question for the chef. Yeah, what are your guys' feelings about griefers? Now, do you support griefing? Do you grief? Or do you just plain hate grief and want to shove a knife down their throat? Yeah, it's from the Prototype Snipe. Thanks.
I am a big fan of griefing the griefers. I think I think that making gameplay for griefers a horrible experience is a positive thing in my head.
True story.
Yeah.
True
yeah,
story.
True, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Griefing. It's horrible. It really is. It feels like someone has stolen something from you. You know the weird feeling you get? It's like, like you've been invaded. You know, it's like your personal space has been invaded. It's like, that was my stuff and you stole it from me.
Yeah.
Well, that's like what I get. Like, you build something, it's yours. All the time that you spent making the thing, and they've just taken it from you. And you're like,
yeah, and the worst part is, like, I know sometimes these buildings become part of the environment that they're in. I miss the old creeper statue in the Shaftlands. It got burned down, and I miss it. And it was big, and it was right there, and it's not there anymore. And I'm like, well, I wish it was still, and it's like...
All because of a griefer.
Yeah.
See, I get grief daily. Driving down the highway, the people pull in front of me, and it really annoys me a lot, and I think it's highway griefing. And I don't like it at all, and I wish they would stop. Yeah. And I want to pull out a gun and shoot them in the heads, because I don't deal with that very well.
Yeah, I had a puppy once. He griefed my carpet all the time.
And then Eric shot him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put a knife down his throat. Is that what the caller said?
Is that what he said?
I don't know. Something about a knife going down a throat. Sounds painful.
Yeah.
Sounds like a circus act.
It's violent.
So what do you think, Josh, about griefers?
He loves them.
What's your stance on it?
As an admin on Minecraft, I despise griefing. We haven't had too much griefing, unless the wool apocalypse counts as griefing.
Oh, I remember that. Quickly describe that for people who don't know. That was very strange.
The wool apocalypse was a day in our server's life when we all logged on to find a giant stretch of wool that went through things above the surface and in the ground and all over the place. What it was a Big Brother. No, excuse me. It was a crap. What is that thing called?
World edit.
Yeah, it was a world edit error, and so that wasn't really griefing, but it felt like it, even though it wasn't. Like I was
Like
very
a
angry.
sentient program griefed your server? That's creepy.
Well, no, it was a dude who didn't know
Just
how
like
to
the
use
dirt
world edit
apocalypse
yet.
on our server. It was just like that.
Dirt apocalypse.
Yeah, we had a dirt apocalypse.
So that was the same thing, a world edit thing.
Yeah. Shortly before the wool apocalypse, we had the dirt apocalypse.
And there's no undoing at that point. It's like you got to go around removing these.
Well, unless you want to, what I did for the dirt apocalypse is it happened out in the middle of nowhere, so I just used the / regen command and regenerated the terrain. But on Minecraft, if you had to do that around like people's buildings, you can't regen because it'll just delete all that stuff.
True.
Wow.
I griefed myself once.
Is that a euphemism?
No, the server that I played on, when I first started playing Minecraft, was just like a kind of a self-run server. A buddy of mine, Diego Griff, actually ran it, and I was building this really what I thought was an awesome skull cave with lava coming out of its mouth. But it all the lava apparently caught fire to this forest behind it, and I set the whole server on fire.
Yikes! Yeah,
I griefed the Minecraft server once.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's right.
Here in one of my live streams, you're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna make this giant piece of stone that'll cover up the sun."
It was logical at the time. Then when the server came back, it worked again.
One day.
So Paul Source Jr. is in the house. He's in the chat room, and he says griefers need a swift kick in the ass. That's what his dad used to say.
Yeah.
With dollar signs? Your dad said it with dollar signs?
Yeah, like Kesha. Kesha needs a swift kick in the ass, too. All right. Well, we've spent a long time talking about griefers. Let's move on to this one.
Hey, here's a question. What do you think of Notch getting married? And do you think this will affect somehow of how long it will take for the game to get finished? Bye.
Okay, so I think that call was actually sent to us before he actually got married, but
I think it's great.
I do think it's
awesome.
great. Easy is at PAX at the Mojang booth, working with Notch and Mojang, and also just a few days after they got married, Notch is back coding. So really, I don't think it's affecting anything at all.
Well, and really, Brent, do you think your wife took more of your time while you were dating her, or when after you got married?
Do we count the kids?
No, kids are a different story. I'm covering those in a minute.
No, definitely took a lot more time before.
Yes, once you get married, your boyfriend responsibilities decline.
Yeah.
However, there is another milestone that comes up, and that is kids. So if you like Minecraft, you need to make sure that Notch doesn't have any kids. So
that's right. Yeah, that's the big.
Or as he likes to call them, play testers.
They come out already 4 years old, so they can play the game.
Yeah, then it'd be all blocky. Like, would they freak out? It's like a little Steve comes popping out. Sorry, Easy. I shouldn't be getting that graphic.
That's kind of gross.
I wonder if they're going to name their first kid Steve.
But it's also a lot different because, he gets paid for this. This is his job,
Yeah.
And it's much easier, when you're getting paid for it. The only time you got to worry about is when somebody's doing it in their spare time.
Right.
So, which is not what he's doing anymore. So,
yeah.
So no dirty notches.
All right. And with that, let's go on to this next call.
Notches? How do you say that?
Hey, Shaft. It's Awesome1810 here, or R22VP. Since in Minecraft
the character you play as is not known and you are nowhere near civilization, what time period do you think it is? Since there is no hint to where it is, to what time period it is. Bye.
Okay.
I think it's about the year 3072.
In the year 3072.
Wow, that's very specific. And,
Yes.
and how do you come up with this number?
Notch told me.
Oh, in a dream or in real life?
In real life. Well,
That's cool. Awesome.
I do think it being a post-apocalyptic second rise of civilization thing kind of makes sense, as opposed to being in our existing timeline. No.
Yeah.
There are zombies.
Yeah.
it's true.
And there is the Nether, which
I think it takes place in the 50s.
really
Because everything is happy and chipper in the 50s. The sky's more blue in the 50s. Grass is more green.
the 3050s.
I see what you did there.
2055. Also, 1955 was when time travel was invented. So,
1955?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, November 5th, 1955, actually.
Yep.
So, yes, I think that was a good question. That was an excellent question. That was great.
That was an excellent
That was a
question.
great one.
Thank you for your input.
And we have one from GDog1666, and he's awesome. Here we go.
Hello? Is this thing on? Is this the Shelf podcast? It's disgusting. This is G-Dog's mum. I hope you can read this. I was disgusted by your last show. You're talking about exploring young ladies' caves. Oh, terrible. And then you're talking about shafts. Oh, unspeakable. And then you're talking about, what was it? That horrible tissues? Men? Circle juice? Oh, it's disgusting. I can't believe my son listens to that.
Mum, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. This is your phone.
Mum, get off. What are you doing?
I'm disgusted with you.
Mum, it's all about Minecraft.
I don't care. It's disgusting. Oh, you're a very naughty boy. I'm disgusted. What would your father think? God bless his soul.
Dad's fine. He's down to help.
Oh, don't speak to me about that. Oh, take your phone, disgusting boy. Filthy, disgusting.
Yes, Mum, give it. Hi guys, sorry, my mum got hold of my phone and yeah, she's just coming out to visit me and the wife, and she heard the podcast, and I think
You're in very big trouble, young man.
yes, Mum, I know, I'm sorry. Okay, she's gone. Thank God for that. Anyway, guys, yes, textured blocks. Now that sounds like a really good idea. It'd be nice to sort of put your own textures onto buildings. Definitely give you your own stamp, so you could design any blocks that you like, couldn't you? You could have a Hogwarts look. Would be nice. And yeah, I think that's a really, really good idea. So yeah, glad you guys were sort of semi-interested in my backup idea. What I was really thinking was just on the main menu there'd be a button called backup, and you could click it and you could have an option to either, upload it to a cloud or chuck it onto a thumb drive. I know you can do it by hand, and you can run Minecraft on a thumb drive, which would be good, but solid state, the old thumb drives, they can only take certain amount of reads and writes before they fail, so I would see it more as a backup option more than running it from an option, but you could do it in the short term. There wouldn't be any problems with that. As you know, I know a little bit about the IT, So yeah, all well and good. So let's look forward to the adventure pack, which should be coming out soon. Of course, congratulations to Notch and his wedding. It's good to see that the hammer of Notch is going to be used on that wedding night. Oh yeah. When the traders are rocking, don't you come a knocking. Hey. Okay guys, this is the old G-Dog signing out. Not taking up any more of your time. And don't forget to check out the Linux Outlaws as well. Yes, I think you ought to get Fab on the show. Yeah, ask Fab if he comes, because he's a Minecrafter. He does like YouTube. So why don't you get Fab on the show and he can talk to his point of view from his operating system of Fedora 15 and Ubuntu and all those other Linux distros. Could be interesting because it is a multinational game, let's be honest. And just think, when the game starts coming out on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox, it's going to be Minecraft Mania. Okay then guys, signing out. Goodbye for now. And remember, keep on shafting through the night.
God, G-Dog's a nut.
What the?
He's a lunatic.
Getting dirty.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So much info in there. Where do we start? Was there a question? There wasn't a question.
No, there wasn't a question there.
No. I liked his backup idea of just a backup button or something like that.
Yeah.
And Notch's wedding night and stuff like that. Yeah. That was very awesome.
Backup of Notch's wedding night.
Yeah. a backup of his hammer. And then a shout out to Fabian of Outlaws. And wow, yes. Well, cool. I love those calls. A little bit long, but I like them. They're funny. Well, we should probably move it along and do something different for a change.
I agree. I support you.
Play the bumpers on time?
Hey, we could do that. And let's start it.
Excavation Station.
All right. Excavation Station.
So, Josh, I see you've got a few things in here. You want to start this out?
Sure. Just do one at a time, or
Yeah.
Sure.
okay.
Sure.
I want better. Or let me back up. I want camera tools, or better machinima tools. Kind of in the vein of the mod that I put up. We're going to talk about, because I do these music videos and stuff in Minecraft, and I basically have to have a partner to help me film most of these things. And I would love to be able to film like first person or third person views, like of the front of myself, without needing someone there. Even one thing I thought was, like, I don't know how they would do this, but like a camera block somehow that you could like place somewhere and walk by it and then pick it up and somehow pull the recording out of it. I don't know how that would work.
I think it'd be cool if on that same vein of things is almost a scripting where you could record your movements. Mm-hmm. So, you start wherever you want your movement to start, and you hit record, and then walk your movement, hit stop, switch avatars, and come back in as your other character, record their movement, and, their beginning and end.
Well, see, that's kind of like a demo, like a TF2 demo.
And then play it, and then record it how you want, and you can play it and get it from different angles.
Yeah, why not? Why not allow you to be in creative mode with a recorded world?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that idea.
That way you could fly around, But yeah, machinima tools. We've talked about that for 40 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you might be really one of the few guests though that actually want these as well.
Well, but I think this is one of the things that has sold so many games for Minecraft is all the videos on YouTube. I mean, it's huge. I mean, that's more than half their marketing right there is YouTube. And so it's only a benefit to them to put in more tools to make it easier and easier for people to film and get more YouTube videos out there, and better quality ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and even different things, because we have pretty good machinima tools for stuff that we do have. I mean, that smooth camera is phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah,
it is great.
But what I would love to see is, like, in my head, I'm thinking like actual shots, like especially for these music videos that I do, like actual shots you would see in a music video, like maybe get a shot of the back of somebody, or the front, like to the left, or have the camera up in a weird like upward angle, and that would be really cool to do. Or like have one on the ground, like I said, and you like walk by and you get like the foot animation. I think some of that stuff would be cool.
Yeah. So
I think they need to expand out and see like what are the other ways people might want to use this, not more of the same.
Right. What one camera tool that that WoW has, which I love it completely. It's the ability to set cameras to different keys. Like, say you get the camera in one position, you hit record that to F1, and then put it in a different position, record that to F2. So now if you hit F1, the camera goes back to 1, and hit F2, it goes back to F, So, but it tweens in between, so it goes smoothly. So you can set up multiple angles and just go from one to the other. I mean, it's an elegant design. It's easy to do. There's no scripting. There's nothing complicated about it. If there was a mod or a mod maker that's listening to the show that can make something like that, I would be grateful. So anyway, continue.
I would like a rideable and controllable mob.
Mob disguise. You got
it. Like a mount, maybe.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah.
I've seen.
Maybe not even like. I mean, I know like they added horses in one of those mods. I can't remember the name of.
The one with the Pegasus unicorn.
Yeah. And that's cool too. But I would like to see like some sort of new mob, kind of like what I've seen with the Aether mod. I like the MOAs. Is that what they're called?
I think that's their name. It's a weird name.
Things that you can ride. I love that idea. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That would be
musical
fun.
Instruments would be fun.
Oh, wait, more so than note blocks?
Yes.
I'm for that.
I would need I would want something I put there perhaps maybe used to calm hostile mobs. Like maybe in our village scenario that we talked about when you stepped on the rose and pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
You just whip out a guitar and play them a song and they love it. They love you now.
That's funny.
Yeah, Brent, everyone would love you.
No, they wouldn't. So, I guess in the kind of the current game, how everything works, you couldn't actually play it. You would just pull it out and it would play like some tune on its own.
Yeah, there would have to be something to work in to actually have it being played. And I don't know what use it would serve other than a cool factor for me.
Well, and then you could have, Rock Band Minecraft.
Yes.
Well, you could maybe implement it like he implemented maps. Like you pull up a sheet of music and then you edit the notes. And then it's just an item now that you can give to people. Mm-hmm. And if Wes is holding this sheet music, then when you click on your flute or whatever, you play that music,
Yeah.
I mean,
He clicks on his flute a lot, so that would probably be the perfect instrument.
And that's a euphemism.
Yes, we are talking about his penis.
So another thing that maybe could be implemented is perhaps the instrument ends up taking up your inventory slots, and you could hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to blow notes.
Oh, so you could do it in real time. I like that.
He's blowing his flute.
Yeah.
I like that.
And when we're talking about flute,
to fly to the bumblebee.
Very nice.
The problem with that is that then we would get the Minecraft equivalent of those douches who don't do anything on college campuses.
I made my love a flower.
You just run through the server. Someone's playing Wonderwall in their house.
Nice. Wonderwall.
well, he probably would have been out griefing instead, though. So he's just audibly griefing everyone.
Yeah.
Good point.
Saying I built with cobblestone before it sucked. So what else you got down here?
I would like to see some sort of magic or enchanting. I don't know if that fits in with the idea that this is some post-apocalyptic world, but I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
We had talked about that before. We thought about if you could enchant weapons, like maybe you put some ice in when you're crafting a weapon and it gets some icy qualities to it.
Yeah.
I still think that's a good idea. We had talked about magic, and while we kind of didn't like it as much, I think we remembered we liked alchemy, the idea of alchemy and the ability to cast spells from pre-made potions. That seemed kind of cool.
Yeah, the fast mining potion lets you mine 10 times faster for 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Would be fun. Would be fine. Or the fast running potion, or even the power of flight. Right, a potion that lets you fly for 20 minutes or something.
I'd like the power to move you.
Maybe the mind bullets potion. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy. No. All right. What is the secret treasure? All right. Copyrights. What's the next one here?
You can do 10 seconds,
put
right?
a multiplayer currency system that wouldn't be it would be like the Millionaire mod, but only for multiplayer. Which basically the only reason I think that is interesting is because it would give people that just gather bunches of materials for no reason, something to do on the server.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just see all these, you have a lot of times, a kid will play Minecraft and they're like, oh, hey, I set up this little shop. And it's not really a shop. It's hey, I'm going to throw some iron at your face and you're going to give me something.
Yeah.
So if that could be worked in so somehow a player could theoretically go down into a mine a lot of things. That takes time. Come back up top and set up an actual shop where people could come in and trade with them. I think it'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I guess. I mean, a lot of people like the idea of an auction house or just a store in general, and that's very RPG. That's very nice and friendly. And I don't know. I think that would be Minecrafty.
Well, I think you could probably set it up the way that you do, like in some Korean MMOs, you're able to log off and set yourself up as a store. You could say, I will sell this item for this stuff. And what you could do maybe is have, 10 items on your inventory, and, you stand there as a sellable, as someone can offer to trade with you. They'll see your items and what you're asking for them,
Oh, I see.
And they're able to trade you for it. But, maybe you only got 10 items to sell, nothing big, just, some basic trading things.
Right. Or maybe a portable vendor, some like a little robot or something. Right, you pop it down and it's a vendor for you.
I'm going to go completely opposite of all y'all's thoughts on this. I'm going to give out the big old thumbs down for this one because...
You hate it?
Well, I think that I think it adds a little bit of interaction into the game that maybe a lot of games don't have with the trading. Like, sure, it's easier, like in WoW and games like that where they have the auction house and they have mailboxes and you don't have to talk to anyone to buy anything or get anything. It leaves the social aspect out of it, where to me it's like these servers are kind of smaller and you have kind of it lends itself to a tighter community, and to force people to actually say, hey, let's meet up and trade, or hey, you want to trade? Yeah, meet over at my house, and you've got to run over there and you meet people, and it adds a little interaction to it that I think if you just had to run down to the shop and then hand off stuff and then run back to your mine and go mining, that I don't know, I kind of like it.
Okay. The only problem I have with that is I think that as servers get bigger like ours, it's a lot harder for two people to get to the same place at the same time.
Yes, but Wes, our server is special.
Okay, yes. And then the other thing is, there's only, X number of people allowed on at any one point in time. If nobody else is, how many people are, hoarding and trading at any given point in time on a server, So I think there's a time and utility aspect to it as well. So I don't know. I can't give it a thumbs down. I think it deserves a thumbs up.
All right,
thumbs up your butt.
Very controversial.
Is that a euphemism?
No.
All right. Well, we have a call here, and let's get it rolling here.
Glass, stairs.
That's brilliant.
All right, and awesome. That was a
call. I support that.
All right.
I pretty much I'm good with pretty much stairs in any block or form that there's blocks that you can build crap with.
You should be able to make glass half blocks too.
True.
Yeah.
I think almost they should just say, okay, here's all the blocks, and any of these blocks that you can build, you can make any of these other versions of them. Even posts and whatever, you know.
So when are we going to get a new glass texture, though? Didn't Notch talk about getting a new texture?
No. I don't know.
I mean, obviously we can make
that
our
up
own,
with like thousands of people calling in and wanting some form of what do you call it? The colored glass and
stained glass.
Stained glass.
Yeah. Well, for some reason I thought he was going to change it because those lines are. I don't know. I don't like glass the way it looks. I
don't mind it. I just the only thing I hate is that there are two textures on it. So when you're looking through glass, you've got
exactly.
That's the thing that bugs me.
You get the one in the front and one in the back. Yeah. Too many lines.
Yeah,
hard to see. Okay, here's another call. Maybe it's longer than 2 words. Let's see.
Glass.
Hello, the Shaft Podcast. It's John from England speaking, and my submission for Excavation Station is iron boats. These boats would be able to sail on lava and also won't disintegrate into their primary elements when hitting a wall or other obstacle. These would be useful in navigating through lava lakes searching for those precious diamonds, and also would make designing a water slide much easier, as you don't have to worry about your boat suddenly hitting a sharp corner. Anyway, I hope you guys like the idea and keep making a great podcast.
Yes and no.
I think we've had iron boats before.
And with sailing on lava specifically mentioned. And I still insist that if I were in an iron boat, a lava lake is the last place that I would want to be.
Yeah.
It would hurt.
Very conducive to heat.
Yes, it would hurt very, very badly.
Yeah.
And you probably wouldn't want it in a storm.
No, it would sink. And although the concept's not bad as a
submarine.
Submarine wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind you make, especially with oceans now. You should be able to make, should make diving bells or something. I don't know, but no, I don't.
So what Wes is trying to say is,
all right. Any comments about that, Josh? Iron boats?
I was gonna say the heating up your butt thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
See,
I'm
now
not sitting in lava in an iron boat.
Astragali has a much better option: obsidian boats.
Yes,
Wow, they like sink like obsidian rocks.
Yeah,
that'd be very cool.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know that that's
See,
better
I don't think my butt would burn as easily on obsidian as it would on.
But when you're on the bottom of the lava ocean, it might burn a little bit.
What do you think obsidian feels like? Is it like a rough texture, or is it smooth?
Smooth. It is. It's smooth, like
Smooth?
marble.
Oh, like
They
marble.
used to make like tools out of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's like
Why can't we
it's
make
like
tools
flint.
out of it?
Like flint?
Mhm.
Yeah, flint is smooth. Oh, okay. Awesome, dudes. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Y'all?
Hey guys, BS Cross 32 here with an idea for Excavation Station. I think there should be a bonding agent where you can glue several blocks together and use them in combination with the pistons. Now, if I recall correctly, I think that you guys touched briefly on this in one of your episodes, but I think it would be useful to create platforms that could raise and lower or push in and out for like home defense. You could have a portion of your wall that could fling out on your command to knock back zombies and such. And I also think you should be able to vary the length of a piston by stacking them in the crafting table to basically get 2 to 3 times the length of an original piston. Okay, guys, that's my idea. Bye.
Awesome.
I guess I'm not understanding the not question, but the concept here, because I thought that's what sticky pistons were. I thought they stuck to things and pulled them
You
back
can't stick them to themselves.
Yeah.
So he wants them to stick.
He wants there to be extra reach on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you.
God, he just wants the world, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't know. It's I guess an extension to the piston. I mean, I'm glad that we just got the piston. I mean, I don't know, making it too complicated just I don't know, kind of defeats the purpose.
I wonder why you can't push a piston like that.
Well,
you can push them; they just don't stick.
Yeah.
But why can't you stick them?
Well, the problem is you got to have juice going to them too. So, like, if my idea for a conductive piston would mean you could take multiple pistons, stick them on the end of each other, and then when you put power to one, they all extended, and that would work well. But
what I don't get is why that it doesn't already work in game, because I set up a setup like that where I had 2 sticky pistons, one on top of the other one. And I had it so that once the first piston pushed the second piston up, it would hit, a bit of redstone wire. So it should, in theory, work, but it didn't. And it made me very sad.
Yeah. For shame, pistons.
For shame. Shame on you.
Don't you know how you're supposed to work in our minds?
All right. Well, we got a ton of calls. Let's keep it moving.
Hey Shafters, I was just listening to your episode with Bitburner, and you were talking about meteors, and I got an idea. Like meteors come from outer space, they would crash to Earth. Maybe there was stuff in the meteor that could set you up to outer space, and there was they had Notch did a couple of planets that you could go to, and you could build your own planets, like from other planets. You could destroy parts of other planets and then to make new ones. Like there's a moon that go around, and maybe these aliens as well that are on these different planets. And yeah, that's my idea, and I hope you like it. Bye.
No, comment on something besides the idea. Let's when people call in, let's not have the pop rocks in the mouth.
Pop rocks.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah, I think he might have been popping a pin or something over there, like a.
Well, there's pop rocks.
I think we like the idea of a potential space mod. Going to other.
Going to other planets.
Yeah.
I think having. Yeah, I mean, multiple worlds. I still see each server being a planet, but then also having this outer space being a place as well that you can visit. And of course, when you get into the atmosphere of another planet, that's when you're physically on another server. But when you're in space, you're on, I don't know whose server, maybe a Mojang server or something like that. I don't really know how you would handle that, but
so really, you're talking about just servers as other planets.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be great. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was just thinking, what's the point of having like multiple planets of like different crap? Like,
right.
Is the nether not enough
But see,
for
you
you?
have
Is
to-
the ether not... it's
Exactly.
like... We got these different things on this world.
Yeah.
Like, you think he's like, dude, you've got an unlimited world here.
Why do you want to
and
go
you
to
make another one?
Yeah, I think the space travel would be warranted, right? If you're going to another server, but you have to build a
portals.
spaceship. You have to build all this stuff in order to go into outer space, and then when you do, you can go to other worlds, you can go to other servers, and you can just discover places, discover a new server. Hey, how'd you get here? I don't know. I was just flying through space.
Yeah.
I found this cool planet, so I'm here. Hey, guys.
So now we're moving into the territory of, what was that game where you started off as like the amoeba and...
Spore.
Yeah. Wasn't that their big thing that they were going to do originally, is have these planets and you fly through and you go to other people's planets?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Or was Godfinger does that?
Godfinger?
Godfinger's a little iPhone app where you have your world and you do stuff, and when you pinch it down and go out to space, you see all your friends' worlds and you can go over and visit their worlds.
Yeah.
Like, they could do something like that.
That's right, yeah. Godfinger. The finger of God.
Got a finger. Dun, dun, dun.
That game was...
Women like him.
Yeah. That game was fun for like a month, and then now it sucks.
Which one, Godfinger or Spore?
Yeah, Godfinger. Oh, both, yes,
Both.
actually. Okay. We got just a couple more calls here, and there's one about a spider boss.
Hi guys, this is just a request for Excavation Station. I've recently been playing the Yogbox mod pack, thanks to your suggestion and a couple of your podcasts. And I was exploring and I found a cave that was just covered with that sticky, horrible spiderweb stuff. It was just everywhere. And it made me feel like there should have been a giant like spider boss down there. And I just thought that would be really cool if, not very often, but sort of occasionally when exploring, you come across a sort of a dungeon that is maybe covered in the spiderweb stuff and has like a giant queen spider boss in it. It would be really cool. And maybe she flings that spiderweb stuff at you and has regular spiders spawning at her side to fight for her. I just think that would be really cool. Add a sort of another element of adventure to the vanilla game. And maybe there could be other types of bosses as well, like I don't know, alpha wolves and maybe a frenzied pack of wolves and I don't know, zombie bosses or something. I just think that'd be kind of cool. Just something more to adventure for. Thanks, guys.
The Heller Pecker wolves. I'm not sure I get that.
I like the idea of there being an occasional big bad guy, especially on a multiplayer server where you would have multiple people fighting the boss.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, everybody come up with a boss. Mine is in the jungle, because there's got to be jungles eventually. Nice big jungles, a big monkey boss, and he throws poo at you. Poo,
nice.
Poo blocks. We got it in this episode. Boom, drink.
Yeah. All right. I want a headless horseman. I've always liked headless horsemen. I've liked the story. I've liked them as characters and
kind of thing, or
yeah,
only
maybe Halloween.
If you find a hollow,
it's a little it's a little cliche. TF2 does it every year, and WoW does it every year, but it's just an iconical. I don't know.
You think it's an iconical thing for Swedish people?
Oh, I don't know. It's a world. It's a fable,
Swedish
right?
people. It just sounds
I think everybody can relate to the headless horseman, right? Everybody can feel his pain.
I have no head. I have no head.
So anyway, yes, that's my boss choice.
And we already have like his heads everywhere, right?
Yeah, pumpkin heads,
true.
and then you take his head. It's a flaming pumpkin. You put it on your head, and you're flaming too, like Ghost Rider. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, what is your pick, Wes?
Well, I kind of like the idea of a big troll.
A big troll.
Maybe in like a big forest biome in the center. There's kind of like this, really dense area of trees where there's only one doorway to kind of get in, and the troll lives in there. And when he has a tree for a weapon, and when he swings it, he knocks you away.
Oh, nice little knockback mechanic.
Yeah.
Does he also leave offensive comments on YouTube videos?
No, but his name is Hey, Would You Blow Me?
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So what's your choice, Josh? What's your mob of choice? or your boss or whatever?
I would want a boss in like a snow or ice biome, and I would want it to be sort of like I think it might have been Mega Man X that had Chill Penguin. It would be like that. this big
That's pretty good.
icy penguin that would slide at you and then try to attack you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets a nice running start, and like if he gets on his belly and is sliding towards you, if you can't get out of the way, you get nailed. And
Oh yeah, he's like coming at you like Raiden, right?
Yeah.
Like a flying. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think out of all of our choices, that seems like the most maybe Minecrafty one.
Yeah.
What?
Just kind of
Poop blocks,
awkward,
baby.
you know, like just
Poop
weird, like,
blocks.
you know, I don't know. But put them all in there. I don't know.
I don't know
love
why you
it.
don't like my troll. Why you gotta be a jerk?
I do like trolls. Trolls are pretty sweet.
I hate
Man.
trolls.
They're awesome.
I
They're
hate
like
trolls.
griefers.
Yeah,
They're kin to griefers.
I like the troll face the
don't
best.
like-
I think. Okay. We
Of course,
need
you
to
could just go with the pecker wolves and just call it done.
Pecker wolves. All right, so we got 2 more calls. Here's one.
Hi there, guys. My name is JC, and I've got an idea for Excavation Station. Imagine if you could make sulfur torches. Now, the fact that you could use just sulfur and sand to make TNT doesn't really make any sense. But let's just say sulfur is a combustible material. Now, sulfur torches would light up a lot more than regular torches. This is useful if you're debating whether or not to go through a path in a cave, as you can just light up most of the path and see if there's any resources worth getting. This is also helpful if you're playing multiplayer and you just lose your friend in a cave. Now that just happens a lot in big cave systems. You can just light up a sulfur torch and your friend can find you easier because he'll just follow the light. Of course, there has to be something that offsets those perks. It can't just be that sulfur is hard to obtain. So what I was thinking was that they'd burn out after a while, and if you broke them after they were placed, they wouldn't come back. So that's my idea. Just gotta say that I love the show. Always listen to it while playing Minecraft. I find it hilarious. And yeah, that's about it. Tell me what you think of the idea.
It's not bad. Really bright torches.
I like the way he said hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, sulfur torches. So a way that you could like, I guess it's a kind of a flare or something.
But do we need like some tack and glaze for that to work?
Tack and glaze.
I don't know. I completely lost the question because when he said sulfur, I'll suddenly start thinking about tack and glaze.
Why has that resonated with you guys so much?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tack and glaze, because you know what's funny is we got an email like the next week that like talked about how that was all wrong because the guy didn't read enough of the books or something. And then if he had read further, he'd find out like this other stuff. Anyway.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I don't know, a special kind of light that's rare, it burns out quicker or something. I don't know. You need to fuel the light somehow. I mean, it is a good counteract to how great a light could be as a flare or a tracking or I don't know. I mean, I could even see it leaving a glow trail or something. You know, almost like you're following glowing footsteps or a you know, in Fable they had glowing breadcrumbs, so you could follow a trail, a path. But I could see a light leaving. I don't know. It's a little out there and a little wacky, but I appreciate the creativity. What?
It's like
Is it
you
weird?
basically just went, but really nice. Like Eric's like, oh yeah,
It's a great idea, but
great try, dude. We're going on to the next call now.
You know, I got to think it out. I got to think about it out loud, and I end up with you know, a good or a bad. All right, so we got the last call here. For
And I think this
Excavation
has
Station.
something to do with what's going on in the world right now. So this might really resonate with people.
Someone named Irene. All right, here we go.
What's up, the Shaft crew? This is Nathan, aka Nat Bob. I've only just recently discovered your podcast and I'm working my way through it. And I have an idea for Excavation Station. Brilliant rendition there for you. It's sort of an idea for a mod, but seeing as how I'm massively technologically impaired, I'd never be able to do it. My idea is based on a new resource that would utilize weather effects, like a lightning rod or something that generates a shard of energy whenever it's struck. That's adding a positive effects for thunderstorms. This material could then be used for various crafting builds, such as the robots you mentioned in one of your earlier podcasts, or perhaps for another idea of mine, a world jumper. Borrowing on Back to the Future idea of lightning-powered science and Notch's idea of creating a way to jump between single-player worlds in-game, oh, that was a big sentence, it would be a small device that would allow you to travel to another single-player game, where you could then swap materials, build things, etc. However, to stop this from being massively game-breaking, the device will be fueled by these energy shards, and when the device runs out of fuel, it instantly drags you back to your original world. These resources could be used for other things, or it might have to be gathered from other sources of production, given the scarcity of thunderstorms. What do you think of my idea? And if you think it's a good idea, would you consider creating this mod? Loving the show so far, and I hope you keep up the good work. Yours sincerely, Natbob.
I am okay with weather. I do not think traveling between single player worlds can work.
Yeah, that's
unless
odd.
It's specific. I mean, the problem is you've got somebody who might, invent it in their world.
Yep.
And then they go to another world, and it's not. It just seems like there's too many variables there.
Well, and I think I know at one point it was planned to basically be like that, where you could travel between worlds. That they were going to basically make your single play a multiplayer world, just you're the only one on it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they'll just set rules to it, like where you set the rules for your server. Can people bring stuff to my server? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So I think there's ways to deal around that, and I think it would be kind of cool. So if Eric's working on something, he's like, hey, can you come in and act in there? Then you can invite people into your world, maybe, to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like right now, we had the issue where we built a world or a house for a video, and I got the map from Eric and put it up on one of our servers, and I spawned somewhere nowhere near where we built. So I'm like, I don't even, I would have to now figure out mapping to look at a map and go, okay, I'm 4,000 miles away from where it was, or do some editing of the map to actually move the spawn to it or something. So I can see some useful stuff with traveling to other people's single play world.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just don't see. I don't know. That's just odd that it wouldn't be a multiplayer. I mean, we just got finished talking about intergalactic travel between multiplayer servers, but single player, that means that you have to have some sort of version control, because if I have my single player map open and I'm making changes to it, what version is Brent visiting right now? The one that I'm editing currently? No, that can't really be true. He has to snapshot at some point, and you have to be able to visit something that's stable. Yep. So I don't know. It's a little weird.
But I don't get that. It's just like a multiplayer world. You can change servers at a drop of a hat. Why couldn't you?
Well, because you can be editing my single player at the same time I'm editing my single player.
Okay.
So now, how is the version control going to work? My edits have to world. But my edits have to merge with your edits. Well, just like a multiplayer world.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing that with, or at least that was at one point. They had mentioned they were going to change single player worlds into multiplayer worlds, but it was just you on that single player world, and that way then they would be able to do things like that, where you could go on to someone else's world
and both edit it at the same time.
Yeah.
But if you edit something, can I see it being changed in real time but not see you? I just see blocks appear.
Why wouldn't you be able to see them?
Because it's a single player.
Right.
So by nature, only one person could be on it.
But no, it's multiplayer, but you're the only one. But if you allow someone on it, it's kind of like Diablo, setting it up so someone can come visit your Diablo world, right?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So it'd be just like that. You would just allow whoever, it'd be like having a Team Fortress 2 map. And you log into the servers or whatever. Okay. And however they do it in-game, whether it's, I assume it'll just be portals, some sort.
Yeah.
And then you go in that portal and select something else.
Isn't that not much different than, because I know when I first started playing Minecraft multiplayer, it was all on my friend's computer, and I played on that multiplayer server more than I played single player at the time, so really it's just almost like a merging of that, but then at that point, some people can't run that junk,
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll just run like your single player world. You'll just have, will you allow people on it or not?
Yeah. Right, but I mean, under the hood somewhere, isn't it just doing the same thing it was doing when you did a multiplayer server?
Yeah, probably.
As in what?
Well,
like you're talking about like bucket and stuff like that.
Well, no. But I mean, just like the basic. If you go on Minecraft and you pull that server thing off of there, like the basic vanilla server from them. You know, like I said, when I first started playing, I played on a friend's computer, and that's all I did. It'd be almost if you merge that and your single player, so they were the same experience, but under the hood, it's still a multiplayer server. It's got to be so that people can come onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, a lot of issues.
I think we've gone too far.
We've gone very deep.
Just come back.
Very deep on that.
We've gone too deep.
All right, let's dig back up to the surface and see some amazing things.
Sightings.
It's so beautiful. Oh my god. It's so intense.
Oh my god, it's so very loud.
So,
that hurt my ears.
So sightings. Okay, this first one is Ethos Lab, who has an excellent YouTube channel, by the way. He has discovered a new type of switch. He calls it the Bud Switch, and it stands for Block Update Detector. So what is happening is when you put down some water, it starts flowing one direction, right? But if any of the blocks touching that water are updated in any way, modified or anything, the water starts flowing in different directions. But only when blocks touching it are updated. So you can update a block by putting something on it, or the light changing, or anything, the grass growing on it.
It's how the traps work. It's how some of those water traps work with the furnaces.
Oh, are they using that? Okay.
When you put something in the furnace, it updates the blocks around it and activates the water trap.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's really neat. So he's built some neat things on there. I'll link to the video if you haven't seen it already. But one other thing that he made is a photo sensor, so it senses light. So you could have it switch something on or do something when it becomes night or becomes day. So that's pretty sophisticated, like. Pretty cool.
That's pretty darn cool. Pretty
awesome. What's next?
Team Fortcraft.
Yeah, a little crossover action.
I put it in both documents, both our Control Point doc and this one. Basically, this is Minecraft meets Team Fortress 2. It's a great little video. Somebody filmed it in Minecraft and made it all TF2 themed, and it's kind of silly and fun. And we'll put a link in the show notes.
Yeah, I wish it was real. I would love to play that. It's really awesome.
Backstabbing. Yeah. Sniper bow. Pew.
Yeah. And then you added a couple, Josh, that we talked about at the beginning, and now you're finally going to get it.
The first one was a mod. It's a video software mod, and basically when you go into your F5, is that what it is? 5, the third person view.
Yeah.
If you have it on the basic one, then once you install it, your mouse basically becomes a camera control. And so as you run around, you can move your mouse, and it does change your direction, but it also changes the direction of the camera more than it changes your direction. So you can get some pretty cool shots like that. But then you can hit, I think, X, and then you get camera controls. I think V and C actually let you either move the camera up or to different directions or down. And so you can actually get some pretty decent camera angles that way. And I freaking love it.
Oh, man, yeah. Excellent mod. I haven't used this yet, but I watched the video demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
So nice. And, when I look back at In Search of Diamonds, the video, we had the ability to go third person, and then it gets taken away from us. So now you have to do things like, someone has to write a mod to make this happen. This is a little better than Notch's implementation in the beginning because you can modify the pitch controls. But, I mean, come on, Notch, give it back to us. We liked it.
Exactly. My only beef with it is that right now when I use it, for some reason, mobs don't have skin. They're just like the white models. Like sometimes they're like coloring doesn't show up, so that doesn't work.
Weird. And did you put this last one in here too?
I did.
Pokemobs.
I added the official Pokemobs. Basically, the idea is cooler than the actual mod. The idea is eventually to add all of the original 151 Pokemon into the game. You can use the Pokeball mod that came out not too long ago, and you can catch them and level them, and eventually they're hoping that you can fight them, which would be awesome. You know, you could have like your little lineup of Pokemon and fight your friends. Theoretically, that's not done yet. You can't do that, but you can find, like, I think they said the first like maybe 5 or 6 like Pokemon are in there. You can find them. They just kind of randomly appear, and you throw Pokeballs at them and catch them, and I thought it was cool.
Wow, weird. That's cool.
Yeah, we posted a video of this last week, didn't we? Yeah, we posted the Pokemobs video.
Yeah. Was it last week?
Yeah, but we didn't post a link to the mod, so to the mod. So we'll put a link to the mod this week.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There you go.
And I've got another sighting in here.
Sighting? Is it amazing?
It is amazing. I just put the link in there. This is to an image, so we'll link to the image of. I think it's the first sighted Enderman costume.
Oh, like
awesome
costume?
Yeah,
like skin.
Yeah, if you look in the doc, it's the picture.
Ah, okay.
No, not skin. Like physical, in real life at PAX. Enderman.
Oh, like cosplay action?
Yeah.
Holy crap. That is cool.
I gotta look at it right now.
Me too. I'm like, oh, let me do it.
All right, so
there was a picture of it. There was a
it's that white frog.
The creeper costume that they posted on their.
Now, why does he have a briefcase? The guy, okay. So
he's carrying a briefcase.
Maybe he's part spy.
So he has the evil. He has the head. You know, it's black and white eyes.
That's
and
his block.
He's got a suit on.
He's moving his block around.
He's tall and lanky, just like the Enderman. But he's got a suit. He's got a briefcase. He's got some nice shiny shoes. And he's got a con badge of some sort on with a little lanyard.
Probably a PAX.
Probably a PAX badge, yeah.
That's my guess.
So is the Enderman going to have a...
PAX badge?
Yeah.
Probably.
Going to have a little lanyard?
If I had to put money on it, I would say most definitely.
I will take that bet.
I mean, we're talking like 1,000 to 1 though, right?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
No, come on.
Oh, also, you know, I forgot to put this in the notes, but I'll have to get the URL. But Ted Nader has made a wonderful drawing. Have you guys seen this big drawing?
Yes, and I forgot to mention it last week.
Yeah. It's got a ton of different people from the Minecraft community. I tweeted this out early on. If you follow the Shaft podcast, you might have seen it. But it had like so many people. I know that not everybody in the world is on there. A couple people tweeted and were like, "Hey, I'm not on there." Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they're all doing their thing all the way down till the nether. And there's all these different layers. You can see down at the bottom, some people are digging diamonds and stuff. And we're at about like level 3 or 2. I forget now.
Brent's looking at my butt.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
And then... anyway, it's awesome.
Level 1.
It's a really good job. Are you on the top level?
Yep. I noticed you in bid up there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Aleph, I think Aleph's up there too, isn't he?
Mm-hmm,
I can tell by his hat. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I would love to print it out, and I would love to put it on the walls right here in the studio. That is what I would.
I think I might do that. I think this wall right here needs that picture.
You should do it. Everyone should do it. There's a high res. There's a high res version and DeviantArt. I'll put the show, or in the show notes will be a link. But click download image, and then you'll get the bigger version instead of just looking at it. So anyway, awesome. And I guess that's about it.
Yeah,
except for our
sightings,
yeah, and then maybe
mean for pillow, mean for housekeeping, housekeeping.
Is anybody gonna respond to her?
Housekeeping.
Oh, hey, what's going on, dude? We need some towels and some new bed sheets, definitely.
Need some new coffee filters.
I only have mints for your pillow.
What? Well, give us the mints and get out.
What kind of housekeeper are you?
Housekeeping.
All right. All right, well, in housekeeping, we're going to, I guess, pimp out DWP Party. That is Dead Workers Party. That is the big meetup, the big party, the whatever you want to call it, here in Huntsville, Alabama, in our studios here. And that is the beginning of October. That's the first weekend in October.
Yes. I know can come.
It's the second weekend.
Second
in October.
weekend.
Yeah.
Second week.
It's the 7th through the 9th.
And you can't make it, Josh? You're in Georgia, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna be either somewhere for work or just incredibly busy because I'm getting married like 2 weeks after that.
So
pre-honeymoon.
Yeah, come on.
Pre-honeymoon.
Yeah,
but more than likely I'll be at a work function.
In exciting North Alabama.
Yeah, we have a lot of Minecrafters come in. I can't wait. It's gonna be
it's gonna be a
ball.
lot of fun.
I know. I'm very jealous.
There's a lot of great people coming up here.
Yeah, so just go to wpp.deadworkers.com.
DWPP.
What did I say?
WPP.
DWPP.
You didn't say D.
Yeah, say D next time, bro.
D!
How low can you go?
WPP!
The Incredible Beefs. All right, and Joe Hills is going. And a lot of people in the chat room. Everybody in the chat room is invited. Everyone listening to this is invited.
Yes.
And there is no ticket price. There will be a hotel details, hopefully very soon. And that will be probably the only thing you really have to pay for. That and maybe food, right? Well, we'll do some group food stuff. We'll do a lot of great stuff anyway. Check out the website for all the details.
Did I just see someone in chat ask us if we were going to PAX?
Yes.
You're talking about PAX East, right? Hopefully, yeah.
PAX Prime, the one that started about 8 hours ago?
Yeah, we missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Yes, they are living it up in Seattle. The Minecraft booth looks really awesome, too. I was impressed. That was very nice. No longer are they smushed in there with Sony Ericsson. They're their own booth. And can't wait to play Cobalt, too. Also, we have, of course, started up our DWP LP. That's the official name, DWP LP. That's our Let's Play. Beds in the Nether. And you can look for that in the show notes.
Are we going to do something with a record? Was that an LP?
Like records.
Weren't records called LPs?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Long playing.
Be like...
We do like a
record player?
LP in your butt.
What? Where we? What? Why did that have to cut? Why did the butt come into it?
I don't know why.
I think because his butt has a slot in it where he likes to stick records. That's all I can think of. And turkey basters.
Oh my god.
But anyway, let's move on.
All right. Well, that was pretty horrible. I guess really the only thing we have yet now is for some shout outs.
I was too busy doing detective work. So I do need to give a shout out. Astragali is doing another Jinx contest. If you want to go to the Minecraft Scribe and check that out, you can get in on some $15 Jinx codes. So yes, he says that mortals should tremble in their boots. Tremble in your boots, mortals.
Awesome. Excellent, Astragali. Cool. Go out there and get yourself some socks. Shout out to Happy Socks in Sweden. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and if y'all want to send us some socks, we'll show
I want
them on
some
air.
socks.
Oh, please do. We need to cover our feet and stuff.
Me too.
I'll wear the pink ones.
Or I would be against doing a little sock puppet show or something with them too. So if anybody wants to send us some swag like that'd be pretty
DW
sweet.
Pigtails.
Hey, it's got a ring to it.
I know. I think so too.
Well, shout out to everybody in the chat room. Everybody's awesome here. The Spawn Life.
Well, not everybody's awesome.
Spawn Life.
See a lot of.
This guy wins. He's not awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to the Minecraft Pig in general.
Yeah.
Should we mention that next week we may be doing a different kind of episode? That it may just be a call-in episode.
Sure.
We're still trying to figure out the complete details, but there is a con next weekend that some or all of us may be attending. Some or all of it. How did that work out?
Yeah.
So we're having issues figuring out exactly when to record and stuff like that. So we may do a call-in episode early.
Yeah, and we're talking about Dragon Con in Atlanta.
Yeah, so if you're going, let us know.
That's sort of in my neck of the woods.
That's
Are you
right.
going to be there?
I haven't thought about it and probably won't be, but it's kind of close.
Are you like one of those people that are scared to go outside? I think I figured
Are you
this out.
agoraphobic?
Is that what that's called?
It's a job thing.
Freaking job.
I'll get you.
I will say this. I will look into it, and if I can in any way make it happen, I'll see what I can do.
That sounds good.
Well, if anything, plan on doing like some sort of lunch or dinner on Saturday. Because I think like Eric's going to be down there the whole time. I'm just going down probably Friday night and Saturday and coming back Saturday night.
And I am not going down. I will not. This is the first time I'm going to miss Dragon Con in like years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
I can't make it.
Sad.
So sad.
All right. Well, it was excellent having you on the show, Hot Josh. Finally, we've been friends for a long time, and finally got you on the show.
Yeah, you guys are a big part. I don't know if I ever told you this, but my very first song that was popular was "Poop Block." And honestly, that term did not exist in my vocabulary till the very first episode of The Shaft that I watched, and I turned around, I watched The Shaft, the next day I wrote Poop Block, and the rest is history. So
Nice.
Excellent.
We'll give you the address to send the royalties.
Yes. all those poopy royalties. We'll take
and
'em.
speaking of ways to contact you, how can people best find you?
you can Google HojjoshMC, and my website will most probably pop up, which is just HojjoshMC.com. And you can follow me on Twitter at HojjoshMC, and you can find me on YouTube, HojjoshMC.
You know what's funny about that is I was there the night that you decided on that name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you were looking for, I think, HojJosh, you had something else, I think, even like longer and horrific, and people were like, yeah, I don't know if people are gonna be able to find you using that, and you'd had like a different YouTube channel name.
My old channel name used to be like Hoshia21, and then my Twitter was HojjoshMC. Everything I had besides YouTube was HojjoshMC. So literally on a live stream, I was racing everyone to register my own freaking name.
Right, and you thought that I had registered it because you had tried to get something and you couldn't get it, and I was joking and said I went ahead and got it or something like that.
I did. You and Minecraft Chick were like, yeah, we took it, and I'm like, you jerks.
It was pretty funny, but we didn't actually take it.
No, actually, the funny story about that is I actually thought that someone had gotten it, because it really did. It wouldn't let me register with it. Turns out I found out 2 weeks later I registered for it.
Nice.
Because I had to make a third alternate email to register, and it was it was stupid. I'm dumb.
Awesome.
Well, awesome. Well, I hope everybody who's watched the show, listened to the show, heads over to your channel and hits that subscribe button for you and get some views on there.
Yeah.
I mean, you already got tons, but let's get you some more.
Yeah. And that'll about do her up for episode 47 next week.
Yep.
Episode 48.
Odd how that works.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you made it through The Shaft alive. See show notes and leave comments for this episode at theshaft.deadworkers.com. Send questions, comments, and audio to theshaft@deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at 256-812-1010. Dead Workers Party Network. There ain't no party like the Shaft Party.